Hello, friends. My name is Charmaine from Two Witch Isle, and this is a witch's cauldron. And we're continuing the series on automatic negative thoughts. And these are the ones we've covered so far. We've covered all or nothing. We've covered less than. We've covered just the bad. We've covered guilt beating. We've covered labeling. We've covered fortune telling. And today we are covering mind reading. That is a lot of different types of automatic negative thoughts, if you ask me. So, mind reading. Well, let me just say this. In order to know what somebody is thinking or feeling, you absolutely must ask them. There's no way around it. We cannot mind read our way through it. These mind reading automatic thoughts convince us that we already know what they're thinking and feeling, and that's just not possible. My kids used to do this all the time. They would go, "Mom, I can't ask Dad. Dad will say no." I go, "Well, you don't know that he'll say no. You guess that he will say no." "Yeah, but Mom, my guess is pretty good. He's going to say no." Now, I remember being a kid and, just automatically assuming that your parents are going to say no. The fact of the matter is, you never were sure unless you asked, because there's slight possibility that you could be wrong and you would get to go to that dance or whatever was going on that you wanted to go to, but had to ask. I used to do it when I was a kid. I saw my kids do it. Another mind reading instance that used to happen to me a lot was I would assume that I knew what somebody was thinking based on a look that they gave me. And that could happen in the midst at work. Maybe I passed them in a hall and they gave me the side look, side eye, a dirty look even. And then I would spin that out of control in my mind, thinking to myself, what did I do? When did I do it? Did I offend them? How could I fix it? What do I do? I would rack my brain with all of these different thoughts. And the truth of the matter would be that that person was walking in the hall and they were actually on the phone with earbuds in, and somebody said something that made them make a face. It wasn't at me or towards me at all. But because I didn't ask about it, I just went ahead and assumed that person hated me. So when they started talking to me and being friendly, I wasn't sure what was going on. There's a lot of instances in my life where a misunderstanding like that happened because I wanted to believe my mind reading ants that were swarming my brain. I also realized, just like fortune telling ants, these mind reading ants were part of survival. If I could mind read the situation in the house, maybe I could keep myself safe that night. Did that ever happen? Not really. Because it wasn't my job to keep myself safe as a child, and that was the problem. As a reminder, these automatic negative thoughts, ants, if you will, are a product that I learned about in the book called Your Brain is Always Listening by Dr. Daniel G. Amen. I highly recommend this read, especially if you have any of these types of thoughts that run through your brain, maybe even swarming your brain. A swarm of ants is no good. Trust me. I used to have the swarm on my brain. I truly hope that any tips I give here help you. Again, I'm no expert. I'm just a human going through this life, finding things that help and sharing the knowledge that I learned. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And until next time, my friends, light and love.